Hey there, welcome to Clever Real Estate's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Danetha Doe. Agents in our network know how to help buyers find great investment deals on real estate properties. In this video, you'll learn how to buy a rental property. This is specifically for you if you've never bought a rental property before. If you're new to real estate investing, this video will help you get started. I'll walk you through the 6 steps on how to buy a rental property. Before we dive into the steps, the first thing to know about real estate investing is, like anything else, it takes commitment, dedication, and effort to reap the rewards. But the rewards can be huge for you and your family. In my family, both of my grandmothers immigrated to the United States and used real estate investing to create generational wealth for our family. Perhaps that's your dream as well, to create generational wealth or to create passive income, financial freedom, maybe even retire early. But there are a few ways to build generational wealth. So why would someone choose real estate investing as their vehicle for building wealth versus, say, stock investing? When you compare real estate investing to stock investing, there are a few benefits that draw people into real estate investing. With real estate, there is the potential of consistent passive income through rentals. Also, real estate appreciates. In other words, over time, it's worth more money, which can be a hedge against inflation. However, there are downsides to real estate investing, especially when you compare it to stock investing. One of those downsides is illiquidity. In other words, real estate is tough to turn into cash, whereas you can liquidate your stocks and turn it into cash fairly quickly. Also, real estate is expensive. You can lose a lot of money in real estate investing. And those are some of the risks to real estate investing and some of the benefits. Just keep in mind that any investment comes with some level of risk. So remember that as you begin your real estate investing journey. Now that you're aware of some of the risks and benefits of real estate investing, let's dive into the 6 steps on how to buy a rental property. Step 1, seek out real estate education. There's so much to learn about real estate, which can be a little overwhelming, but it also makes it fun and interesting. The more you know about real estate, the less daunting it will be. Listen to podcasts such as the Bigger Pockets podcast, join a local real estate investor meetup group, and check out our website, listwithclever.com, to soak in as much information as you can about the real estate process. The more you know, the more successful you'll be as a real estate investor. Study how other investors got started in real estate and the lessons they've learned along the way. Pay particular attention to any rules of thumb or principles that they've gathered during their journey. For example, after years of trial and error, my uncle judges the potential appreciation of a property by the local city council's commitment to arts and culture in the area. He's found over the years that there is a relationship to investment in local art and the potential appreciation of a property in that area. It's not a scientific formula or a mathematical equation by any stretch of the imagination, but these types of principles are developed after years of observing various markets. You can save yourself a lot of time and money by paying attention to seasoned investors and learning from them. Step 2, get pre-approved. Unless you plan on buying the property with all cash, you'll need to get some sort of financing. The pre-approval process will show you how much money a lender will loan to you for the financing. Keep in mind that the loan will only cover a portion of the property's cost. You will still need to come up with the down payment. Generally, for investment properties, you will need to come up with 25% of the property cost for the down payment. You may be able to get a lower down payment if you plan on living in the home while also renting it out. This can be done through a process known as house hacking, such as adding an ADU to the property, or by purchasing a duplex or triplex. You would live in one part of the property while renting out the other area or areas. Here's a quick overview of the pre-approval process. You'll need to find a lender in your area, and they will ask for your bank statements, pay stubs, and tax returns. Then you'll need to submit how much money you've saved for a down payment. They'll also run a credit check. After they've reviewed your financials, they'll prepare a document to let you know how much money you can borrow in order to purchase an investment property. Step 3, find a real estate agent. A good real estate agent will let you know about investment opportunities in your local area. Also, some properties will only be listed on the MLS and not on websites like Zillow.com that you and I have access to. These listings on the MLS are only accessible to licensed real estate agents. So working with a licensed real estate agent can be really helpful when you're trying to find a rental property to buy. Be sure to check out our video on how to avoid a bad real estate agent for tips on how to find a great real estate agent in your area. Once you find a real estate agent that you want to work with, ask them for access to the Flex MLS. This is a little secret in the industry, and it gives you access to the same listings that only licensed real estate agents can see. In your Flex MLS, you can set the parameters for the type of property you're looking for, such as the location, the price, and the size of the property. Every day, you'll receive an update with homes that match your criteria. Step 4, do the math. Now that you have access to properties within your criteria, you can start running the numbers. This is a critical step. It can be the difference between a mediocre real estate investor and a successful real estate investor who is able to build passive income and create generational wealth. When you do the math, you are analyzing the property to see whether or not it's going to be a good investment. Knowing how to analyze properties is a skill you'll need to develop in order to be a successful investor. A helpful rule of thumb is the 70% rule. This rule helps investors determine the maximum price they should pay for an investment property. Basically, you should spend no more than 70% of the home's after repair value minus the cost of any renovations. As you analyze properties, you'll start to get a sense for which property would be a good rental property to jumpstart your real estate investment portfolio. Step 5, make an offer. Once you've analyzed some properties, done the math, and analyzed some more, then it's time to make the leap and submit an offer. You'll want to work closely with your real estate agent to come up with a competitive offer. This is where working with a seasoned, top-rated real estate agent, like the agents in our network here at Clever, really come in handy because they'll help you craft an offer that helps you stand out from the rest. For example, if it's a seller's market, they may suggest that you include an escalation clause in your offer. However, if it's a buyer's market, you probably don't want to include an escalation clause. Instead, you may want to include seller concessions. Step 6, repeat steps 4 and 5 until you land your first rental property. Don't get discouraged if the first offer doesn't go through. Just go back to your list of properties, run the numbers, and find another deal that's worth pursuing. If you are consistent, dedicated, put in the time and effort, you'll be well on your way to buying your first rental property. And now I'd love to hear from you. Are you looking to buy your first rental property? What has been the process for you? Have you come across any challenges? Let me know in the comments down below. At Clever, we want you to have the best real estate experience possible. So if you're coming across any challenges, let us know in the comments below so that we can figure out a way to help you. And those are the 6 steps on how to buy a rental property. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who may also appreciate the information in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.